Are you tired of losing out on great investment properties because everyone else is looking at the same listings? What if I told you there's a better way to find deals before they're gone without relying on Zillow, Redfin, or Realtor.com? In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a powerful free website that gives real estate investors a serious edge. Pellego.com. This site combines the best features of the big platforms, but adds one key element that they don't: actionable investment insights. Because by the end of the video, you'll know exactly how to use Pellego for your next profitable flip. Okay, let's hop into the computer here and let me demonstrate what Pellego can do for you as an investor. And I'm just going to start out with putting Orange County. You can see Orange County comes up. There's Florida, there's New York, North Carolina. I didn't know there were so many Orange counties, but we're going to pick Orange County in California. And as you can see, it pulls up the information for Orange County. And then to the right, there are 373 listings. And this is pulling up active listings. And it's telling you, as you can see on this one here, Mission Viejo, the first one, the ARV is 916, the price is 950. So a lot of these, since they are listed, may not be properties that need rehabbing or anything like that. That's what we're going to do next. We're going to go through the filters. Filters on top here, price. So let's go with a maximum of probably $1 million, because we are in Orange County, so we'll just do that, $1 million. So we've got that price structure there. Structure, houses, condos, mobile home, townhouses, just leave that the way it is now. Gross gain, so how much you want to make on a profit. So 10%, 20%. Let's do 20% because that's going to narrow down the field here. Income, that's for properties that are going to have income on it. Equity, assumable loans, has assumable loans, and we can talk about that on another video. But you can see, let's go 30% profit. So the numbers are getting smaller here. Let's take a look at this house here with an ARV, and I don't think that's even a house. It looks like a mobile home in San Clemente. Now let's look more towards the Santa Ana property, and we'll pull it up. So this is on the market right now. It's in North Tustin. Now, I talked about working with a real estate agent. You need to work with a real estate agent who has knowledge of that particular area that you're looking to flip properties, that has flipped properties, that owns properties, because this is a perfect example. I just clicked on this property. This is on leased land. That's why you see that the price is $368,000. Pellego says it should be $542. The problem is that this is on leased land. You're not going to get that much for this property because the lease, last time I checked, the lease was like, I want to say $2,000 to $3,000 a month for this property. So this is not a great example. So we're going to go back here. Let's see how we press back. Oh, nope, not that one. Okay, let's even go down more, 40% gross gain. Okay, so now we're in another part of Santa Ana, Buena Park, Stanton, Newport Beach. A lot of these are mobile homes. Let's look at this one. It's just like literally one day on the market. It's a bank-owned property, $495. Pellego is saying it's worth $699. So how do we get to that point? You can see the information here was listed on February 6th, and it was listed for $495. Last sold in '97 for $100,000. So It's got all the pictures for you to review. I'm surprised there's more than one. You can see that this property is not the greatest thing in the world. It needs a lot of work. It is in Santa Ana. So it looks like a raised foundation, wood flooring. Looks like somebody tried to, fix it up a little, but maybe just could not finish. Looks like in the bathroom here, they were starting to make repairs, didn't finish, and then end up getting foreclosed on because this is a bank-owned property. So as we move down here, gives you all the details of the property, 956 square feet, 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It is really in the old part of Santa Ana. That's why it's priced accordingly. Then we go into the comps, and you can see where the comps are taken from. You want to try to stay as close to the property, and that's the yellow bubble here that we're comparing. So the next property that's probably the best is the one that's closest to it, which is B. So B has very similar square footage, a couple hundred, more in square footage than normal. A property is a flip, so there's a perfect example of a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 900 square feet. This is a perfect comp for you right there, $678,000. Let's take a look at this one, and you can see that there should be more pictures here, but no more pictures. Comp B, nope. Anyways, it says it has 14 pictures. Why am I not looking at 14 pictures? Okay. Anyways, you can see that they did a really good job with this rehab. So 2121, it's exact model match, 678, and that's why Pellego is pricing it at 699. So let's move down to the actual numbers themselves. Okay, and so if you can buy it for $495, and you're gonna have to estimate the rehab cost, and full rehab like this is probably gonna be $125,000. So let's throw that in there, $125,000, and long and behold, even if you buy this property for $495, which is asking price, you're gonna end up losing about $3,000, $4,000 on the deal, and so you're going to need to get this for less. The purchase price, you're probably going to need to pay $400,000 for this property. You pay $400,000 for this property, you're making $97,000. So we can go up. Let's pay $450,000 for this property, which gets us closer to the value of what they're selling it for, what they want it for. So $699 is the after repair value, 6 months, $450,000, $125,000 in rehab. You've got your buying costs here, carrying costs, selling costs. Your resale profits, 44%. Looks like about a 7.18% return. I like 10% returns. But let me also show you something different. Let's say you want to buy cash, because this is financing this property, and you can see that financing these property and what the carrying costs here are like literally $30,000. So financing this property, if you don't have any money, that's what you have to do. And just think of it as a business partner, and your business partner wants $30,000. So let's cut the business partner out of this deal. Okay, now you pay cash, and now look, your resale profit has just gone up to $81,000. Now let's say you are a licensed real estate agent or no one, and this is saying 2.5% for selling commission. Let's start out with 0, because you're an agent, you're not going to charge yourself. So now you've brought your profit up to $98,000. This deal just went from an 8% return to almost a 17% return by doing those two things. If you need to hire an agent, hopefully you can get it done for 1%, which means that you're still at a $91,000 profit with a return of 15.78%. So this is what I mean about Pellego and this website. It literally walks you through all these numbers. Quick, down, easy, reselling the place, rehabbing it. These are all the pictures here. And then this is kind of what I was going for, is what is your rehab budget going to be? To the studs, 140 to 180. Then we get down into a heavy rehab, which is what I thought it was going to be. And that's why we go back here and I put the 125. At the end of the day, if you were thinking about buying this place to rent it, here's your rental expenses. So $28.50 a month, and you've got a mortgage and expenses and a budget. Looks like you're going to be losing $558 a month. So it's not something that you want to buy to rent out. And I can tell you most of California is like that. It's hard to cash flow here because the prices are so high. So we're back to flipping this market. And as you can see, this is a very interesting property. If you want to take on that rehab, it is a 1920s build, I believe it was. Oh, and then down at the bottom here, you can see what the insights are, how the prices are going up and down during the year, how the sales have been going over the last year. Days on market, looks like it's going up in that area. Sales to list price ratio is going down. So it gives you a lot of information in one particular area. Take a look at this website, in particular in the area that you're looking at. Again, here we are again, and that's making 40%. And you're just looking at these properties and going through there and seeing if that's something interesting for you. You want a nice property in a nice area. Here's one. Active listing 600,000. This is in Irvine, and Pellego says it's worth about 934. Let's go down to the comps. So again, you have to remember, you want to try to stay as close to this as possible. It's using comps that are pretty far away. Oh, let me go this way. If it can't find anything in this particular area, then it's going to go to other comps in other areas. And you can see that it goes up in price. Here's A. That's the community across the way. It may be a better community. Who knows? Contact your real estate agent to find out exactly. The square footage lines up. This is a 3-bedroom. Here's a 2-bedroom, 860. Here's another 2-bedroom, 865. So then we go down into the numbers. If we have to decrease this number down to, let's say 865, 1, 2, 3, and then the rehab probably doesn't need that big of a rehab. So we're going to put 70,000 on the rehab. And purchase price 6,000. Looks like you're making on this deal. You're making about $103,000. So this is a property I would actually go look at and make sure that all these numbers are lining up to what I can see. As a real estate agent, I do have access directly to the multiple listing service. So I would probably do my ARV through the MLS and get more into this community itself rather than go into this community. So that's it. That's Pellego. It's very easy to use. It's free to use. If you have any inquiries about a property, just reach out and I'll get you going. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video so that other people can get informed.